And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Yes.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
We really appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. You help us make a better show for everyone. So Thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Dees.
It is snowing crazy over there, huh? A lot of snow.
Yeah.
How bad would you say this is in comparison to other snowstorms you've had?
Like any since I moved up here, it's not the worst. But this is probably what we had. Might have been like one of the worst snowstorms we've had all of this winter. And it came on very suddenly. The weather forecast was pretty clear until the day before.
Oh no. So when it gets like really crazy like that, how do people like deal with like work and stuff if it's like really bad?
If it's really bad, then hopefully your work has closed so you don't have to go out. I work for the state, so they're usually pretty good about announcing like the day before if we're going to be closed.
I can't imagine there's a lot of people coming to the library with a foot of snow.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of depends sometimes.
Oh, no.
We have like, I'm sure every library does, but we have sort of regulars who are constantly just coming into the library. I think it's just sort of like one of the places that they go as kind of their routine.
Right.
And usually like on really bad weather days, those are the only people we will see.
Do you ever see kids play in the snow?
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually I go for walks outside my work sometimes, like during my lunch break, and there's this one house that is kind of up on like a little bit of a hill in the neighborhood. And I think that a lot of people up here will go to Florida for the winter. And so I think that whoever lives there, they went to Florida or somewhere else for the winter. But you can see like where all the neighborhood kids went up on the hill of their house and then like rode their sleds down the hill in the snow. So you have like a little like path, and because there's no like marks in the driveway to show that their car has been going in and out. So, nobody has shoveled their sidewalk, but very clearly the neighborhood kids are playing in the snow over there.
Did you ever, well, you were younger when you were in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So you probably didn't make snow forts.
No. The few times it would snow in Texas, it was melted by the same day. So, yeah.
We used to make snow forts, and my dad showed us a cool trick. When you make a snow fort, you can spray it with a hose like multiple times during the day, and it'll freeze like a giant bubble of ice. Yeah, and it'll last, like everything else will melt, and the snow fort will still be there in grass. Like it's really cool. I always think about that, but I mean, we're too old now, clearly, to make snow forts.
Well, I don't think you get a lot of snow forts where you're at.
Well, no, not in Georgia. But
yeah.
I just mean like if we were in Maine and it was a really bad snow day and they like closed your work or whatever, it wouldn't be appropriate for us to make a snow fort, is what I'm saying, right?
I mean,
we could do it, but it would probably, people would look at us like, hey, what are they doing?
They would be inside, so they wouldn't see us.
That's true. It's the perfect crime. I think it would be fun just to make one, like with the knowledge of an adult for a thing that's for children.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like add a sliding board and then freeze it. Hell yeah. You know?
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I just think that kind of stuff is cool. Like when I was a kid, I think I've told this story before. We used to do chestnut fights.
Oh, right.
Where you just kids would like break into like gangs and go to different playgrounds, and that would be their fort, and they just pelt each other with
Mhm.
chestnuts, because we'd have trash bags full, like big trash bags.
Oh my God.
I miss those kind of. If I got hit with a chestnut now, I would be very upset.
Yeah.
But back then you healed faster, I guess, because like kids going home looking like they got attacked by a guy with a paintball gun, welts all over and stuff, and their parents wouldn't even ask if they were okay. They'd just be like, "You're late."
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, we didn't have anything prepped for an intro. We weren't even certain we were going to be able to record intro because the internet's been kind of
my internet's been in and out, so.
Well, we got one. We got it in between.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not snowing now. It snowed like all day yesterday and the night before.
You think it'll be there tomorrow?
Yeah, there's definitely still going to be snow tomorrow. I'm hoping that because it's sunny right now, so I'm hoping that that will be enough to sort of melt the snow on my sidewalk right now because it's so, I guess like the last bit of the snow after I shoveled for the last time yesterday just like really packed it down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just like heavier or if there was more ice or something, or if it was like maybe wet and then it sunk and then froze overnight.
Yeah.
But I can't shovel it. I guess I don't have the right kind of shovel maybe. But I can just sort of scrape snow off the top, but
oh no, you need to get up under the snow.
yeah, I really need to shovel it because like me and my neighbor use the sidewalk, obviously. So the more we walk on that snow, it's going to pack it down and it's going to turn it into ice if I don't shovel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a big metal shovel?
No, I have a plastic shovel.
Oh, that's the rookie mistake right there.
Yeah.
Do you have you don't have like a hole digging shovel, like a rounded front?
No, unless there's one in the basement that I'm not aware of.
In your murder basement?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's probably a shovel and a couple machetes, a couple feet of rope.
My basement is so creepy.
It is. It's real creepy. I wouldn't like people always say things are creepy, but oftentimes when you're there, it's not really creepy.
Yeah.
That basement's hard creepy.
My basement is full of stuff from like previous people that have lived here. And there's like weird sort of structural ideas that
I think the 200 water spout pipes handles, like, you know, when you turn a hose off on the outside of your house, like they have that little kind of metallic wheel. Rachel's basement, if you go in there and you look up at the roof, it's like a grid of pipes that kind of look like a mad scientist lab. And
I would say grid is a generous description. There's nothing sort of like logical about the arrangement of
it's
these
got
pipes.
a Willy Wonka vibe to it, is what I'm saying. And there's all these like little dials that all turn off water in specific locations, and they're not labeled or marked or anything.
No.
The last time someone came to work on your house, they had turned one of them and you didn't know which one it was, so you just looked around and you're like, it was the one that wasn't covered in spider webs. And I'm like, that's all right, okay. I've never seen in my entire life a basement that looked like that. It's unique.
There's some strange kind of decisions that were made, like the whoever installed the like outlet for the washer and dryer down there, they used a range plug-in, and so the dryer that was already down there, they put like a range cord to it. So I can't use my dryer because my dryer doesn't fit into a ranged outlet. So, and then there's the other outlet that
super dangerous, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll leave it blank just for concern. We don't want people to like foreclose. Like, it's dangerous, man. That is super dangerous. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, why did they do that? Let's put something dangerous between two things that would cause the danger to make it worse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Also, there's a shower down
there. So it's called
the
shower room. It's in a basement. There is no drain. I thought it was called the shower room just because it's sort of roughly the dimensions of a shower.
Yeah.
It turns out that some of the pipes have like holes poked in them, so if you turn a certain knob, the shower pipe right above it
That's
turns on.
so creepy sounding.
I found that out when I was trying to turn the water back onto my washer. I was like, maybe this is the handle, and then I turned it, and then I got water like rained down on me.
Water pipes that are just holes.
Mhm.
That's some like nightclub shit from like a vampire club, like at the beginning of Blade. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's what it feels like. It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of shower that a serial killer would make on a like on a whim. Like, oh, got to have a way to clean them down there. Keep them down there for months.
It is so strange. I don't know why anyone made that. Again, there's no drain. There's nowhere for the water to go.
I bet you could think about a few different reasons why they would have a makeshift shower in the basement.
There's also a weird little room in the very back. And on the outside it says that there's like a handwritten kind of sign that says it's a bathroom and to knock before you open the door. A bunch of stuff is piled in front of the door, so I've never opened it, so I have no idea what's in there.
There's a person in there.
Oh, no.
He's in a perpetual state of pooping. That's his shower. And whenever he hears someone come downstairs, he goes and runs into the bathroom and closes the door.
That could be a ghost pooping.
Not ghost.
Forever.
Real person.
Oh, it's a real person.
14-inch thumbnails. It's the craziest thing. It's so weird.
Gross.
How do you think about this intro going? Do you think this is what we had planned?
I think maybe people are going to be horrified by how I live.
Well, the top of your house looks like a totally normal house.
Yeah.
The basement is a hellscape nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the pipes for too long, you'll get tetanus down
there. The entire floor of the basement is sort of slanted, so that way when
so
water
the blood rolls down to one corner.
When water does get in there, it all goes to the hole in the far corner.
So they can drink.
The water drains out.
Oh my god! Do you think there's like a fight club down there, and that's like after the fighters got all bloody, they would spray them with the hose?
It down. Do they just turn on the shower room?
Yep, turn on the shower room. God, a shower room should only exist in 2 instances, like as a scenic like plot device for like a movie about serial killers, like a Dexter episode, and then the other time, a shower room. No, pretty much just the serial killers thing.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's fair.
Or
yeah.
What about like one of those plague things? Like, oh, there's an outbreak. We have a room where you go in and it showers you from.
I would say don't use my shower room because that shower room, like, it doesn't have a door.
Yeah.
And it's also up against the wall of the basement, and there are holes in the foundation, so like literal daylight comes through. During the summer, bees come through those holes and then they get stuck in my basement and die.
What
universe
are you living in? I hadn't even considered bees getting in.
Yeah, I went down there last summer to just like do laundry, and then I looked down and I was like, is that a bee? Is that another bee? Why are there bees on the ground in here?
Oh, maybe that's why they have the shower. They just turn the shower on and it kills all the bees.
Oh, maybe.
You steam them right out. Boy, this has been a deeply insightful look into the chaos that lives just beneath your house.
Yep. It's right below where I'm sitting right now.
Right.
Actually, I think I'm kind of almost directly above the mystery bathroom room.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
That makes, I don't know why that made me nervous. Like, what, being above a bathroom is not implicitly dangerous, but for whatever reason, it sounds creepy.
It's, yeah.
I am sitting on the exact spot where the subterranean shower room bathroom pooper lives to this day.
Well, the shower room is further back.
Oh, right, obviously.
So the mystery bathroom room. That's what the sign says. Again, I have never looked in there. I have no idea what's in there.
You have to look in there.
I am nervous to look in there.
You're gonna open the door, and that's gonna be the beginning of the horror movie.
Oh,
and
no.
Then another family will move in. Oh man. That
So,
is super creepy.
yeah.
Well, enjoy your locked in snow and your trapped
Mhm.
ephemeral ghost poop vagrant in the basement and your bee corpses.
Yep.
Your sprinkle pipes. Ah, all right.
All
You want to go to
right.
the episode?
We should go to this episode. All right. This is Return to Ravenloft, Season 2, Episode 27, Operation Daddy Drop.
Operation Daddy Drop. I know what this is. So good.
Serena floats down through the floor.
She's still awake.
Yes.
That was the one.
Did you do this?
Yeah, I had to. I need you to distract her.
Why?
Because I'm asking you to and you live on my boat.
Give me a good reason to. If it was Kestrel, 100%, but this is Adrie.
She can't be trusted to interact with her mom right now. She can't interact. I'm going to go check on that for her. And if we can make sure everything's okay.
Is that Ludo?
I need you to focus right now. All right?
What did you do to Ludo?
I didn't do anything to Ludo. He wasn't even down here until I got down here. This is different, not part of the plan. I need you to get it together. I'd smack you, but we all know that's not going to work. I need you to
flowers.
do this. So you left me a plaque. We're not going to do
They
this
were
again
pretty.
right now. We're not going to do this right now. We're not going to do this right now. Everyone else up there is asleep. They're not going to take any actual harm. They're just going to wake up in about an hour. Brandon is going to fly the ship in the opposite direction to go help Rayne's crew. I'm going to get out of here with apparently Ludo now, which is going to make the disembarking process more complicated, I'd imagine.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to make sure everything's okay.
I kind of want to let them go just to see this buddy comedy of Kaeviir and Ludo adventuring together.
My question is, he thought Adrie's going to be unreasonable with the rest of. Ludo thinks he's dead.
I did not expect the vampire boy in my lab to be perfectly honest.
Well, he's not a vampire anymore.
Whatever. I didn't expect him down there.
No.
The vamp tramp.
Well, you remember that comment about, hey, you didn't go back to the lab last game?
Yeah. I probably should have, but
It's all good. No worries. You just normally have a behavior that you go to your lab before you do something.
Well, I was cooking. I wasn't thinking.
It's all good. No, dude, don't sweat. So, give me a persuasion roll on Serena. You do speak certain truths about how Adrie deals with love, family members, people she loves. I mean, hell, dude, she lets Victor get away with half murder sometimes.
23.
Not true.
All right. All right. Serena's like, I will try. But you understand she's a cleric and I'm a ghost, right?
Look, she's not going to attack you. I just need something. I need you to distract her.
All right.
To find some way to draw our attention to the front of the ship so I can get this idiot off.
Well,
the ship,
I could possess Rayne.
off.
He's asleep. I've never possessed someone before. Victor said I should do it, but I won't do it.
No, possession's complicated. She's already got 2 heads in there. She'll need a third one.
I'm not talking to her. I'm not going to possess Adrie. Not too much respect. I don't know Rayne enough, though. And I'm afraid to get in a bowl of the holder's head.
This is what I need you to do. I need you to tell her that you just saw a drow and point off into the distance. She flew off that way. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Go.
All right. She floats up.
He's not here. Right.
Who's not here?
Oh, say Kaeviir. Say Kaeviir's down. Kaeviir is in the library, passed out.
You said a drow, right?
A drow, a female drow.
Okay. She floats up.
Oh god, this performance is gonna be dog shit.
Where
she's gonna do so poorly.
Where is he?
Okay, hold on. I'm rolling my performance check. Oh, I got a 19. All right. Miss Adrie, Kaeviir's down. I saw a female drow running out towards the front of the ship.
I would like to insight.
Oh god.
I got a 19 on performance.
Let's see here.
Rachel is like specifically designed to not allow this to happen.
23. Why are you lying to me?
Uh-oh.
I didn't get to add my attribute to my 19. Hold on.
What?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, she's got a 20
she's
on
an
something?
NPC. No, she's an NPC, dude. She ain't got it.
Rachel, what did you
she's
roll?
So
She couldn't have rolled that high. She only got like a 23.
I rolled a 5. My ear for deceit means that if someone's lying to me and I roll an insight, I treat anything lower than a 7 as an 8.
Right, but that's based on people, right? This is a ghost. You imagine they probably have different.
When you make an
effects.
insight check to determine whether a creature is lying.
Would you describe a ghost as a creature?
A ghost is a creature.
Is it? Okay. I don't. I'm just looking for an out here.
I know. Trust me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll a stealth check before I come up the stairs.
You do know that she is up and moving.
All right. So then have her roll her perceptions.
I'm moving past Serena.
I imagine.
Like,
hold on. Because I had an extra round. She had to go back up to the floor. So stealth, I'm gonna roll 2 times because I assume I have disadvantage carrying this fucking idiot with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me roll 1. That's a nat 20. Swear to God, look at that shit.
Wow, it's a 36.
I am going to then replace that number with a 16. With a 16. Right,
which makes it a 32, does it not?
33 plus
33
1.
plus
yeah.
1.
Okay. So Rachel beat a 33 to perceive me.
I've never wanted someone to roll. Can you even beat a 33? I guess is the question.
If she was inciting
with
it,
my
perception.
With my perception, I can't beat a 33. I can get a 30 max with my perception.
Then Dewalk, this is the exact thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to throw him over my shoulder. I'm going to stealth. I'm going to move as quickly as I can to the side of the boat and jump off.
Oh shit.
Quietly.
All right, you jump off with the body on your shoulder. Yes.
How high up were we?
Pretty high.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yep. Feather fall on the way down.
Okay.
We are very well versed in how this works. I am people. Dad is people.
He has not jumped out a window. It's not like he hasn't jumped out a window before with this bloodline.
Yeah, I was gonna say this feels somewhat familiar.
That's true. Although when it was Kaeviir and Adrie, I think that like Adrie was in the front that time, so this time it's Kaeviir in the front.
Oh wow!
How the turns have tabled.
Take that, internet fans.
All right, so he jumps off. Adrie,
quietly,
he's falling and feather
silently,
falling silently.
No, I'm not feather falling until I'm a good portion of the way down. I don't want any somatic components breaking my stealth.
All right.
This is straight up secret agent shit. Like fucking Cohen. You ever see that scene from the Star Trek movie where they're like diving down in the spacesuits to get onto the radar?
So the question is, did you take Adrie's journal that Luda was holding that would actually have broke her mind curse that came from the floating castle?
Yeah, I wasn't. Wait a minute. Did I recognize that's what the book was?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss her names on it.
She's already broken free though, right?
Oh yeah, she has the sword.
I'll just keep it with me then.
All right. Well, there's technically your proof that she's there.
Yeah.
So.
Plus,
all right.
You never know when you're gonna come across some other person named Adrie that's lost their memory that could come in handy.
Oh, sweet mother of God, this is gonna be okay. Y'all are gonna make me do extra homework. All right. I decided to mess with Rachel this morning. I sent her a message, possibly before she woke up, saying, "I'm going to give you guys 3 choices tonight. You guys are going to have to figure something out."
Right.
And you guys will probably do something on the 4th choice that I didn't even think about and going off some other way.
Yeah.
So if Rachel would have fallen asleep,
lo and behold, you threw the 4th option in that I wasn't counting on. You poisoned the party, knocked most of them out, and then jumped off the ship.
No, I was expecting, like in Kaeviir's mind, he was expecting Rachel or Adrie given 3 chances to fuck it up, was gonna fuck it up. I had not considered that she was going
casting.
to. Well, no, I hadn't considered that she was so ready for poison now that she's just locked in on how to handle that situation. She's like trained in.
I tortured her with 12 for how many sessions?
Well, here's
I used to leave like yellow ribbons just to fuck with her.
She does not know Ludo was here. Nobody did.
No.
Not even me.
So Serena saw him.
Right, but she's lying.
Yeah, that worked so well the first time.
Well, she doesn't even know to ask about Ludo.
Yeah, I know. Adrie saw right through that.
Unless Adrie specifically questions her about Ludo, which she would have no reason to do. There you go.
That's funny. Right? I thought Adrie and Serena were friends. Why would you lie to your friend about seeing her dad?
Her dad, yeah.
All you know is that Kaeviir was down in his lab. Even if you get the truth, he was, and now he's not. That's all you know, right? You don't know any other context. Whatever happened, he could have been teleported. He could have been grabbed.
Here's the fucked up shit. She doesn't know he jumped off the shit. The mirror's unlocked, and there's blood on the ground.
Yeah, it could have been anything.
This is going to be unique how this plays out.
I actually had not considered that she might think that. Okay. Also, I did not give them the password.
I love the chaos.
I did not give them the password back into my lab. So as soon as that guy's back up, he's going to defend it.
Oh.
Cargillus ain't letting anyone in there. All right. So this is my thinking. And this is out of game, so you guys don't meta. My thinking is that Rachel has wanted to find, or Adrie has wanted to find her mom for so long that she's going to not be objective about this, right? I needed Victor to be objective about fucking Relena. And the more I thought about the type of interaction that we'd have, we're not certain this is her real mom, a mirror, anything like that. I could track her down and find out by observation. I could use my entire set of skills. I can go into disguise. She's never met me before. I could blend in perfectly. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can do this very well. I'm 100% certain. But at the same time, we found out earlier that Nate Screw's in trouble. And that's when, I'm like, well, I'll tell, if everyone passes out, I'll tell Brendan to fly the ship over there to help them. Once they've had an hour traveling in that direction, they're going to be pot committed to handle that problem, because it would be irresponsible of them to ignore people in trouble. I know my crew well enough to know that they would do the right thing. And I would be allowed a window of time to do a quick investigation and then report back to the crew before. They don't super need me in combat. They're very good in combat, but they will be a hindrance to me here doing this type of work. You see what I mean? That was my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I did not expect to find dead dad.
In my defense, I had that set up already.
Or the mirror, or the fucking anything. All I knew is that I needed to get in contact with Rachel's or Adrie's mom. I'm fucking up this name all the time.
Oh no, all good. I'm just glad I threw enough chaos that you audibled.
Well, here we are. So let me know when I descend.
Okay.
And let me know what the rest of the crew does. I'll feather fall on the way down, maybe within like 100 feet.
Okay. Well, Adri, you have just got past Serena, what are you gonna do?
I don't know that Kaeviir has jumped off the ship, so I'm gonna start running around looking for him, checking like his sort of normal hangouts, like his lab or his room.
Which one do you go first?
Probably his lab, because I think he spends the most time there.
Get it while the getting's good before codename Pineapple happens.
So you're down there. You get there and you kind of find the lab slightly a mess. The book from the Institute's on the table, open with notes in it. The mirror's unlocked. There's blood on the ground. So you kind of also have seen this scene before. It kind of sends you back to Veliki.
Okay.
So
I would like to make an investigation check. Actually,
all right.
Yeah, let me make an investigation check.
Okay.
Remember, the zone of truth is in here.
27. I've also got my sword drawn.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm finding.
So as you investigate, you're looking around. The book that Taven was so angry about being stolen is laid out. Notes in it, you recognize Victor's handwriting. Blood on the floor. The mirror has been activated. The lock's off of it. Though the other mirror is still locked. But you do recognize this is the one that actually led straight to the dark mirror in Veliki. Or the dark Veliki. That was shattered on the other side.
Okay.
Outside of that, I mean, most of it looks pretty normal for a Kaeviir lab.
I don't notice that like somebody grabbed a bunch of gear and packed it. Right, because you said that Kaeviir grabbed a bunch of like gear and stuff to pack.
It's not that much, and my lab is dense. You might be able to. It would be. I would imagine
there could be some
hard.
books missing. I mean, if you
but the books were already taken out. They were already spread all over the other room. Remember, Big Dude was sorting them.
I mean, if you have a memory of all his bags, then you would. I mean, guess one would be missing.
Yes, appeal to her memory.
Well, no, I'm just saying that like I had a 27 on my investigate, and I don't notice that like I don't know.
I'm trying to think. What would you notice? What would I have done while I was in there?
Like if there's like a series of hooks, and each hook has a bag, but one of them doesn't have a bag on it, like that would look kind of suspicious.
Well, I don't generally carry a bag, right?
That's also not his normal gear prep room. The gear prep room's on the back side of the ship on floor 1, I believe.
Yeah. So like
labs on floor 2.
As I descend the staircase, grab the bag, right, and then go in and just throw in some books and papers and some dusting material, some costume gear. You might be able to find that some costume stuff is missing if you really looked, I guess.
No, I'm trying to think trying to remember everything he grabbed and
what would look specify. I was just like rations and shit.
I mean, his supplies are lower than normal.
Okay. I guess I'll just run around the ship then.
All right. It doesn't take you long to cross the entire ship. You don't find a trace of him anywhere.
I guess I'll go back to Serena and I'll be like, where did he go? You said, I mean, you seem like you saw him and then you lied to me about what you saw.
I'm sorry. He asked me to distract you. He had a very convincing argument.
Why?
He wants to verify your mom before you get there.
Oh my god, bitch! What are you doing? She didn't ask any of those questions.
World's greatest detective over here.
You're giving context to the whole fucking Jesus. This is why the ghost. I wonder if a bitch is dead.
The only thing that would have made that better is if Serena was like, "Yeah, he and Ludo went to go check on
Unfucking believable. Oh, you know what Rachel might have noticed, or Adrie might have noticed with 27? That like some of my smoking utensils are gone. Right? Like I would have taken tobacco and stuff like that. That's the kind of thing maybe that a person who is, well, it doesn't matter. Fucking the ghost told her, so never mind. Fucking, you can't trust a ghost, man. Can't trust
him. Victor would have been a better lie.
I know, but she still would have probably got it. I just needed the time. I needed the time. You know.
But we're already going in that direction.
We're not certain we're going in that direction.
She just kind of shrugs. I've been around Victor and Relina too long.
I'm gonna look around, look at Rayne, still snoring.
Her head kind of sulks and just floats down.
You just see me laying there up against Cargilligus, and we're just like, he's just like, he'll just see like eye stalks twitch every just,
oh, look, he's randomly running. He's chasing something. His little eye stalks are moving.
It's just you, the beholder, and Hawks just all in a little pile together.
Nate's like, I am fishies. I am liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
Is Brendan still steering the boat? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adrie is going to say, well, if he's going to look for my mom, where are we going? And I'm going to look at Brendan.
No one said to change course.
Where's our current course?
Last I saw, we were heading to the Springs.
Okay.
No one said anything about turning or moving anything.
Well, we would have had situation gone differently. But
yeah,
unfortunately, fucking Miss Medicine over here. Fucking Nurse Joy just depoisoned herself in a fucking second.
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
I'm saying.
Fireball.
Dr. Quinn, medicine Tucky. She fucking look at how bad this went, right? The only one she failed, which would have been the one that put her down, was the third one, giving her 2 rounds. The first round, she profiled that there was poison. The second one, she cured the poison on herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has a fucking insight check of 1 billion. It's like, Jesus, fuck.
You taught her too well.
I didn't teach her shit about that. I taught her how to run real fast. That's it. She was putting points in the fucking insight.
Okay. Let's see. Can I use a higher level spell slot to cast Lesser Resto? Oh wait, no, I have one more second level Lesser. Okay. I'm gonna go over to Rayne, and I'm gonna touch him on the shoulder, kind of shake him, and cast Lesser Restoration to cure his poison.
With your medicine check, all you had to do was kick him.
Oh, well.
Well, let's not do that.
What do you mean she did that? You know, she has a habit of kicking teammates when they're incapacitated.
Well, let's see if we can break that cycle with
like
the new
one of them had like a whole like painting wrapped around him, and she just kept hitting them and hitting them.
That was a different Adrie, but yes, that bitch.
Actually, that wasn't an Adrie at all. That was a noble daughter of a certain town in Barovia.
She showed up in the beginning of. Yep.
Yes, she did.
You talked to her, Kaeviir.
Yeah, but she's not important. None of those three were important. But I've never had my ass so thoroughly beat by a flyer before. I got the shit beat out of me by a fucking advertisement. It was unbelievable.
You were pummeled by a pamphlet.
It was such an asshole, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm gonna get taken out by paper.
Adrie's gonna kneel down and shake Rayne's shoulder. She still has her sword out in her other hand, and she's like, Captain Rayne, wake up.
Football practice. No. Wait, what? Why am I sleeping?
Headstock falls in your face.
Oh, right in my mouth too. Like what? What happened? Did I fall asleep?
Everybody fell asleep except for me and Serena and Brendan.
Okay.
Come on. Adrie's gonna like just grab his arm and haul him up to his feet.
Okay. What's going on? What do you mean we all fell asleep? Why? Why did we all fall asleep?
He baked the pastries with elven sleep yolk from the eggs.
Kaeviir put a sleep poison in the food so he could sneak off.
Why would he do that?
I think he's gonna go find my mom.
Well, why would he leave the rest of us behind? Oh, this has got to be that whole distrust thing he was. What he put us all to sleep so he could run off and go find your mom because he was afraid that it wasn't your mom.
Yes.
That's okay. And he's gone.
I can't find him anywhere on the ship.
Boy, if I were there, I would be screaming for you to check your fucking contract. But since I'm not.
Okay. Well, that couldn't be any less convenient. No idea where he went.
He's off the ship. I assume he's going to the springs, which is where it seemed like my mother was going with Lord Soth.
We're all going. Why couldn't he have just waited till we got there?
That's not how he works.
Beginning to see that more and more now. All right. Okay. We were headed that way anyway. It doesn't make any sense to change course at this point. He's a growing boy. I figure he knows what he's doing.
Well,
what should we do?
Before all this happened, I was going to scry to try to find your ship or your crew, and I'm still willing to do that.
Yeah, but we might need that for Kaeviir or your mom. I'm supposed to be able to answer him, right? If we're worried about whether or not this is really true, I got a different way I could figure that out.
Well, you can reply once, but unless they cast another sending again, they're not going to answer you back.
Oh. Well, then
you have to reply immediately.
All right. Well, I guess that's out the window.
Okay.
I guess go ahead and scry.
Okay.
You need something from me?
So, well, I want to ask David a question. So, David, normally scrying is you try to find a particular creature. However, instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location that you have seen before as the target of this spell. Would the ship count? It is a place, but it is a mobile place.
You've seen it. It nearly ran you over.
You've seen the ship.
I've been on the ship.
Yeah. Yes.
Been on the ship. Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if I would try to scry the ship, and then I would just be like in the middle of the ocean because it was there at some point in time.
No, you've seen the ship.
Okay.
Now I need to find my notes on something.
All right. I'm going to scry the ship because there's not a chance of that failing as opposed to trying to scry the crew. Because I don't know anyone on the crew well enough to confidently have them make that save.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right. Gonna get a, what do I need? I need a bowl filled with water. Find one on the table. Set it down. And I am going to cast Scrying, which is my last 5th level spell of the day. So I am scrying Rayne's ship, which is a location that I have been before.
Are you waiting on me to roll?
You don't roll anything. I just scry
Yeah,
it.
I was about to say. Okay, I was about to say. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what do I see?
Oh, top of the morning to you. All right. So you see the port of Materia Bay. Part of the city's in flames. I believe you can smell through scries, right? Or you can catch scents as well.
Yes, I believe so.
You can catch the sound of, or the smell of smoke. You can hear the cries of conflict coming from the city. On the boat itself, you see a few men tied down.
Like
One of them that's tied to the mast, the center mast, you recognize as Stroud Notley. It would have been, sorry.
What was that name?
Stroud Notley. Am I pronouncing that right, Rayne? It's your quartermaster.
My quartermaster is
Stroud.
Stroud
Stroud Notley.
Yep,
So
I think about that.
Stroud Notley, he's up again, tied to the main mast.
Okay.
Um,
Is he alive?
He's alive. He's beaten up and he's captured.
Okay.
But he is alive at the time.
Okay.
So the sea bitch has been in better shape. The wood is, taken some hits. There's definitely remnants of a battle that has happened, but no one's been able to repair, get the upkeep from it. You do see a number of lycanthropes actually walking the deck.
Are these weresharks?
Different lycanthropes. You do see a shark, but you also you see a weregator as well on deck.
Okay.
So
also I want to mention if anyone can see invisibility, they can see like the scrying spell. Okay.
Yeah, it's how Soth saw your last scry. So he knows you're coming.
He knows somebody was scrying.
Yeah. Well, that's how I saw Chunikote trying to sneak up on him in his own castle.
Yeah, but can they scry why kids love cinnamon toast crunch?
No. No, they can't. But you see the two of them on there. You see a were-rat come walking up from below deck, slapping his hands. I'm not going to be the one that tells the boss that good old Captain Rayne didn't reply. I don't think he likes you guys anymore. He's off with a new crew we hear. Sailing the sky. What kind of pansy sails the skies? The water's where it's at.
That's just something people who can't fly say.
So
women love short wieners, right, bros?
Yeah,
they love it.
The were-rat's walking up to the quartermaster, and the were-croc trips him with his tail.
Is the were-rat, does he have like any kind of like insignia or like a identifying hat or something so I can describe it to Rayne?
He's missing a piece of his ear.
Perfect.
Oddly enough, he is now missing a piece of his ear.
Okay.
It's all full
No,
circle
he's missing a piece of his ear.
Mm-hmm.
He has a red shirt, overcoat kind of on. Wrappings on his hands. Completely not doing this. No, his tail kind of twitches behind him as he's walking. He has a scar down one of his eyes.
Okay. About how many of these lycanthropes are walking around on the deck?
Right here, you only see 3 in the immediate vicinity. The were shark,
Mm-hmm.
the were croc, and then the were rat.
Okay.
All in hybrid form.
Okay. How many of Rayne's men do I see? Or who I can
Well,
assume to be Rayne's men if they're like tied up.
the quartermaster is tied to the mast.
Mm-hmm.
You do not see the bosun at all. Your carpenter's nickname's Splinter. Sorry, Nate. That's the best shit ever.
It all comes full circle.
Oh, it does. You see the dual brothers actually are each chained to a cannon, which is a little irony because your memory serves you right that the duels are actually the gunners of the ship. They're called the Boom Brothers.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
So,
and you said I can hear like battle happening in Martira Bay.
Can
I see like what's going on, like out on the docks?
the docks, you see some bodies lying out. You see, not really any conflict from there. It's from what it sounds like it's deeper in the city.
Okay. Do I hear like just like humanoid noises? Do I hear like monster growls? Do I see like the shadow of a dragon sweeping over the city?
No such luck with the dragon sweeping over the city. You do hear shouts of pain. You can hear the clang of metal and weapons. You can hear the sound of spells going off.
Okay.
Soon you see a whole crowd actually rushing down the docks, running away from something, screaming the words wild magic.
Oh.
You remember instances like this where the magic in the realm like splits open and opens an area, and that area just kind of goes haywire for a bit.
Do I see any of the mist? Because last time we were in Matira Bay, we had an issue with the mist.
No mist at the moment. You don't see any mist at the moment.
Okay.
You hear the were rat and the were shark taking bets on who gets caught by the wild magic as it surges through.
Okay. What are they armed with?
The were rat actually looks like a caster. He's in light, no real armor, mainly cloth.
Okay.
The were croc seems to be in hides and leathers.
Okay.
You don't really see a weapon on him at all.
Okay.
The were shark is daggers and pistols.
All right.
So if you look up, you actually see a were crow in the crow's nest, no pun intended, with a long rifle.
Do they keep maybe like looking in any particular direction on the ship or off of it? Like are they looking towards the captain's quarters or anything, or like looking out at the docks like they're expecting someone to show up? Or are they just kind of hanging out and talking?
They seem to be just hanging out and talking
Okay.
as of right now.
All right. Are there any other ships around that one?
Did you see a few?
Are they
Oh,
close?
yeah. Some of them you can guess are trade vessels. Some of them are merchant ships. Some of them seem like smaller ships to take them out further to the smaller like skiffs that'll take them out into deeper water where the other ships could be.
Okay. Are there any other, as Rain likes to say, privateer ships or things that might look like a fellow privateer ship nearby?
Some of the skiffs,
Heavily armed privateer ship.
some of the skiffs would carry a flag that you could guess would be Dargus.
Okay.
Did I pronounce that right?
Draga.
No. Draga.
And you said more than one carries his Draga's flag?
hmm
Okay. How many?
3 skiffs,
Okay.
which probably means he has another 3 vessels in port somewhere.
Okay.
But if he's waging a full war against the Kargat in the city and their home base,
Mm-hmm.
nah, fuck. I just created a really fucked up underworld scenario and I didn't even think about it.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, fucking you got lichens and fucking vampires, and I'm sitting here like, that sounded right in the beginning when I wrote it.
You made Underworld.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, now I feel like shit. Can we just wipe this whole episode?
The title of this episode is David Invents Underworld.
Oh. If you need some corn
As
dogs
long
for
as
the
you
theater.
leave this part in. As long as this part gets left in. Fuck. I promise no like tight leather suits, I swear.
That's the only reason to watch that movie.
You're right.
I know Rachel likes it, but
Kate Beckinsale was the only reason that movie was worth it. Oh.
So my scrying lasts for up to 10 minutes. I'm taking the full 10 minutes. Does anything else of note happen during this time?
In the last couple of minutes, Draga himself comes walking towards the ship. Spatula. What did he say? He looks up at the gator. The gator's like, mm-mm, mm-mm. He's like, he didn't reply. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know where he's at. The message got to him. Like the spell went, but he always seemed like fond of these ones. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe that trench guy is as bad as they said he was.
did you say Trench?
Are you talking about Victor Trench, the ace detective?
Ace Detective.
Mine like a steel trap.
Yeah, rusty and in the yard. In the middle of fucking nowhere. Trying desperately to outthink a bear.
The best detective
In Waterdeep.
Ever. The best
Sherlock
detective never. Sherlock
Poirot. All wrapped up in one.
Hey, you don't forget his faithful police officer buddy
Barnabas
Blastford.
Yes, Blend.
I swear to God. I've never understood why people self-immolate, but I'm getting there. I get it now. I kind of get it.
Oh. So
Okay. What does Draga look like again? I'm sorry I keep asking different questions. I learned it from
100%.
Kaeviir.
No, you need to ask questions.
I learned it from Kaeviir.
This is what he looks like when he's in shark form. There we go. That's what he looks like when he's in his hammerhead shark form.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I still can't find fucking Drago.
Is that what he looks
I
like
think
right
spelling
now?
it wrong.
No, I would. Well, I don't know if everybody else is in their kind of
Yes.
hybrid
Okay,
form.
so
I'd imagine he would be too.
let me
Okay.
describe it for listeners.
All right.
He stands about a head taller than everybody except the werecroc. Hammerhead style wereshark, dressed in red and black vest, red pants, brown boots, sword on his hip, his chain on his hand, scar down his mouth that crosses on the right side from the upper lip through the bottom lip. A shark mouth tattooed with a human skull inside it on his left arm. As every time he steps on, you can hear the weight of the metal in his clothing kind of rattle. As he gets right up on the were-rat's and face, and he leans down into him. Send again.
Can I talk?
Okay.
Can I talk while I'm scrying, David?
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, then I've been describing this stuff to Rayne, but I'm gonna quickly say they're about to message you again.
Oh boy.
But I have been describing this scene to Rayne.
Yeah.
Rayne, you feel the magic hit you again.
Ow.
You feel the
Boss is kind of asking.
Sorry.
Can you feel? Okay. God damn it! Now I got Phil Collins in my head. Hold on.
It's not Phil Collins, by the way.
Lion King wasn't Phil. Who was it? Elton John?
That was Elton John, yeah.
Okay, yeah, my bad. Elton John. Wow, you got to edit that out. We're gonna get hate mail, or I'm gonna get hate mail. I'm gonna have to send it to Deece. Whole fucking mess.
It's the whole genesis.
You're confusing it with I can feel it in the air tonight.
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
No, you're confusing it with a different Disney movie. Phil Collins is Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, look how
failed somewhere.
smug Rachel looks right now. She said she knew that Tarzan
actually.
was Phil Collins. It's
So-
actually Toy Story with
actually-
Randy Newman. So
Okay.
she had this look on her face like, right?
Right.
Oh, sweet mother. Okay. All right. Terrain. The boss man needs an answer. He's demanding an answer.
Tell him I'm on the way.
See you soon, Rainy boy. Be nice to have you back on the ship. Adrie, you can hear him look up. He's coming. Good. Will he have his friends with him? The Kurgat have one of those trench coat people too. We need one to beat one. And that's where the scene ends as the scry.
Don't worry, it's Victor Trench. You're fine. Not gonna be a problem. Victor Stench.
All right. As my scry ends, I'm going to stand up from the table. I'm going to look back at Brendan, who is still steering, and I'm going to say, you need to turn around. We're going to Matera Bay.
You heard her.
All right, Duck. Blood vessel commands. He hits the wheel and cranks it and spins it.
Grab the table.
no.
Deck saves everybody.
Oh no.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail. T-Walk,
What are you looking?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just want to. We can cut this part out. Just remember, for all interactions in this room, the Zone of Truth is up. There can be no lying at all, right?
Okay.
So we always forget about that bit while we're in here. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I don't know how it'll come up, but if it does, yeah.
No worries. I'll make sure she doesn't lie to herself.
Absolutely perfect. That's exactly that's the angle. That's the one.